The day has come, the day when all of human history falls silent and time crashes into eternity. Before the great white throne, every soul stands exposed, every secret, every deed weighed on the scales of divine justice. And for those whose names are not found in the book of life, the sentence cannot be escaped. A path of terror with no way back, leading to the second death, the lake of fire. And then the silence of millennia was shattered. A sound echoed, not in the ears of the living, but in the souls of the dead. The great trumpet, the summons to the final reckoning. From the silent deserts to the forgotten depths of the ocean, creation answered its creator. As it was written, the sea gave up its dead. From battlefields, from the tombs of kings, and from the graves of common men, they rose. No longer as sailors, soldiers, or Egyptians, but as souls summoned for judgment. Death and hell, the ancient jailers, could no longer hold their prisoners. From every corner of the globe, from every age of history, a torrent of souls rose up, leaving the world behind. Their journey through time and space had only one destination, the place where all condemned humanity, from the first to the last, would stand to face justice and eternity. With the resurrection complete, an assembly like the universe had never seen stood in silence before the throne. Billions of souls waiting, but they were not alone. In the shadows of glory, bound in chains, stood those who once were light, the fallen angels awaiting their own dreadful judgment. Then the books were opened, the record of every deed, every word, every secret, and in a place of highest honor, one final book whose contents would seal the destiny of all, the book of life. Time stood still, the universe held its breath, and in the silence, heavier than all the ages, the first name was about to be called. The summons echoed through the hall, not with a name, but with the weight of an entire life. And for each soul called a mirror rose, a heavenly screen where nothing, absolutely nothing, could remain hidden. For the merchant, the first image was his greed, the dishonest coin, the indifference and contempt for the needy, his false piety, public charity used to cover private corruption. His pride crumbled into shame, but the verdict was already written, not in ink, but in his own deeds. Next came a conqueror. His testimony was not of coins, but of lives. The screen showed the bloody glory he so adored, and the cold cruelty he hid within his own home. His warrior's pride became a crushing weight of shame, as he realized true strength had never been in his sword. And then came the one who thought herself righteous. The screen first showed her good works, the applause of the world, but then revealed the silent poison, the word that destroyed a reputation, the envy hidden behind a smile. The sin no one saw weighed more than all her arms. The politician and his bribe, the cowardice of burying the talent, the king and his lust, the scientist and his pride. No one could hide their sin. The lies, the envy, the neglect, sin by sin, life by life. The testimony was given, the record was closed, the time for defense was over. The book of life was closed. For countless souls, the silence that followed was the only answer. There was nothing left to be said. A cold, pale light descended from heaven, not to judge, but to summon. The hour of the sentence had come. Then the final march began, a procession of lost souls, escorted by angels of justice, walking toward a destiny foretold in the scriptures. A portal opened, an abyss of fire and darkness, the second death. There was no struggle, no more defiance. only the dreadful harvest of what had been sown. One by one they were delivered to the darkness, and the portal closed. Justice had been fulfilled.